How deaths of patients with cancer due to high cost of treatment can be addressed. Introduction. I decided to focus on cancer as it has grown to be a world pandemic that is killing people each and every day. Cancer is not a stranger to most people in today's society. We have been made aware of the cancer experience either personally or someone we know. And as for me personally, it was my grandfather who passed away in his early 70s. By the time they found out he had cancer, it was already too late. Cancer has a long history of death and has increased in numbers and diagnosis. Cancer is the uncontrollable growth of abnormal cells destroying the tissues and organs of a living organism. This means that cancer can grow anywhere in your body and show up in many forms, such as bone, breast, brain, cervix, colon, prostate, and lymphoma, to list a few. Cancer treatment has turned out to be another problem for almost everybody who has this disease. The high cost of cancer has made it very difficult for people to acquire the right and full treatment. This is the main issue that I intend to cover, to come up with a policy that will help and allow cancer patients to have access to affordable treatment. The issue affects almost all cancer patients, but main focus is on those poor citizens who cannot afford treatment. Due to negative consequences of this issue. Due to the high cost of cancer treatment, there have been many deaths that could have been prevented, and this is an issue that I really wish you as legislators of the government can take into consideration and really address it. High drug prices can have a severe impact on the financial well-being as well as the physical well-being of cancer patients. Many cancer patients cannot continue working while they are receiving treatment, so for them, financial toxicity could include lost income. It can mean extra costs for being out of work and exhausting your sick time if you're even lucky enough to have it, and then having to take unpaid medical leave. Due to high costs of cancer treatment, a lot of people are selling their properties just to raise enough money so as a cancer patient can be treated. Eventually, these people are left poor and homeless, which is not right at all. The policy level question. The main policy level question that I'll be focusing on is whether the government can do something to ensure that there is free cancer treatment or the treatment is at least affordable to all kinds of citizens, regardless if they're poor or rich. Either way, it should be easily be accessed. The government has a capacity to ensure that they buy more equipment needed for treatment to rid the cancer and make them available in all hospitals at an affordable and reasonable price. Policy alternative. I would recommend that the government should address the financial barriers affecting cancer testing and treatment services. This policy will enable solutions to be found on funding towards cancer treatment. These barriers are the main causes of the increased cost of cancer treatment, since the money being stolen by individuals meant for treatment has made the common citizens to dig deep into his or her own pockets. Continuation of policy alternative. Financial barriers. Addressing the financial barriers will ensure that there is a flow of funds into the health structure and especially towards cancer treatment. Testing. Cancer testing will need a lot of funds to buy the proper equipment, as well as ensuring there's enough to fully treat patients. So the government should ensure that there are not any financial barriers to this sector. Cancer testing should be free and should be available in all hospitals. This will enable people to test and know as early as possible whether they are positive with cancer and begin treatment as soon as possible. Effects of this policy alternative. This policy alternative is very hard to implement and follow since there are many corrupt people involved in the government. Implementing this policy needs a lot of attention and also needs to be followed up on to ensure progress is being made. This policy is very essential, but at the same time, very complicated since there are finances that must be those that are intending to benefit from themselves. Reasons for choosing this policy alternative. I believe addressing any financial barrier to the healthcare sector and especially to the department that focuses on cancer will ensure that there is an increase in cancer testing and also more aid towards treatment of the disease. I also believe if more sources are directed towards the cancer sector, patients will be able to receive the proper treatment, which will lead to more recoveries and avoid unnecessary deaths to cancer. References: Treatments of established thrombotic events in patients with cancer. Delivering affordable cancer care in high-income countries, The Lancet Oncology.